Oh, welcome to HBM's Crypto-Corner for Wednesday, December 20th, 2023. We have a few things to talk about, so let's get started. Thurston County man recounts sightings to Sasquatch organization. Unfortunately, it is Rocky Mountain Sasquatch. Provided his story along with photographs of quote-unquote evidence of Bigfoot. Eric James of Lacey sent photos to the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization. What he believes are Sasquatch footprints as well as a snapped tree and a finger bone he believes are from the creatures. Well, my challenge to him would be to have the finger tested to see if it indeed is a Sasquatch finger bone. Looks a bit small to me, and that's supposed to be a footprint. Looks like an indentation in the ground to me. Doesn't look much like a footprint. James recounted his first Sasquatch experiences at ages 5 and 7 near the Bald Hills past Yelm to the RMSO. However, a recent encounter during the summer of this year left an indelible mark on him. Following his niece's graduation, James embarked on a rock hunting excursion for agates near Little Natchez at his brother's invitation. He has video of the wet spots and footprints we found in the Squally River. Really way too much for me to share on the FB post. FB, of course, being Facebook. It says includes images of footprints, but there was only one footprint that I saw a photograph of. A Sasquatch snapping a tree. I didn't see that. The trees can be snapped by anything. No, this guy, he made a mistake reporting his sighting to Rocky Mountain Sasquatch because they're going to take it and run with it and claim it to be all good evidence. It's not good evidence. I got news for you. Have the finger bone tested. If the finger bone turns out to be from a Sasquatch, then I'll say, okay, yes, maybe he's got something. I would have the finger bone tested, of course. But I'm a little bit skeptical of this particular sighting and these particular reports, but to be quite honest. Sorry, I just am. Dick Redfern speculates that the reason we rarely see Sasquatch is because they might be living in caves. He also believes they spend a lot of time underwater. They live in deep, hidden caves. Interesting. A lot of researchers believe that they don't use caves, that they just sleep out in the open, pretty much. A lot of researchers believe there's really no evidence that they use caves, really. It's interesting. I suppose until there is evidence they use caves, we can't say for sure. Or do they live underwater, in deep water? I suppose in caves. Now there are those who speculate that Loch Ness Monster and its ilk live in caves under the Loch Ness. I never heard of Sasquatch supposedly living in caves though. Hmm. Like I say, it's interesting. Coast to Coast AM has revealed their best Bigfoot stories of 2023. 2023 was a busy year for Bigfoot as legendary cryptid wound up making headlines in an array of memorable stories ranging from the wondrous to the weird. Though the creature managed to evade capture or confirmation yet again this past year, there were several occasions wherein Sasquatch may have been spotted, including a few instances in which quick-thinking witnesses caught their sighting on film. Meanwhile, Bigfoot continued to be something of a uniquely American cultural icon, popping up at schools, sporting events, and even a few police reports over the past 12 months. And they cover, of course, the infamous Colorado train hoax. Most people, unfortunately, believe that they actually saw a Sasquatch from a train. I mean, they genuinely believe it. I think they're wrong, but they genuinely believe what they saw. And a lot of these stories are from Rocky Mountain Sasquatch. I do wish that Coast to Coast would not rely on Rocky Mountain Sasquatch so much because of their reputation. Maybe Coast to Coast doesn't know about their reputation. Perhaps someone should enlighten them. And in the case of animals returning to their home state, bobcats were returning to the home state of Ohio in record numbers. I'm assuming this is the bobcat in question. Interestingly enough, once thought to be extinct in Ohio, bobcats are making a comeback in the Buckeye State. Bobcats are native to Ohio, one of 7 wildcat species in North America, according to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources. Before settlement, bobcats were common throughout the state, but as swamps and lowlands were drained and forests cleared to make way for settlements and cropland, the bobcat population declined. But it looks like in recent, just within, I guess, this year perhaps, there have been at least 2 sightings on Ohio wildlife cameras. Here's some statistics about sightings in Ohio, in the Buckeye State. So in July 2014, the bobcat was removed from the list of Ohio endangered and threatened species. In 2021, there were 562 confirmed sightings, which is 550 more than 2001. According to ODNR in a 2023 update, Sightings reported annually started to increase in the early 2000s. From 1970 to 2021, 4,159 confirmed sightings were documented in 81 Ohio counties, most often from trail cameras. Sightings are more common in southeast and southern Ohio, where populations are well established, and are less common in far southwest Ohio and counties like Butler and Hamilton. So it appears that there has been an increase of sightings just about every year of bobcats in the Buckeye State. The species once thought extinct there, obviously. That's interesting. Doug Hychek has been looking into perhaps collecting sebum of possible Sasquatch. Now, what is sebum? Sebum is an oily substance that protects and hydrates the skin's surface. It mixes with fat molecules called lipids to form a protective coating on the skin. The sebaceous glands produce sebum. It helps protect the skin from potentially harmful pathogens such as bacteria and fungi. And the article goes into how sebum is produced and what to do if the skin has too much or too little. Like I say, Doug Hychek is looking into this. Possibly, he thinks he may have collected some sebum from Sasquatch, I think. It'd be interesting if Sasquatch could be proven by this substance. Hopefully, it won't come back unknown primate like some of the other DNA samples have. Finally, interesting and new discovery. Newly discovered Antarctic sea spider hmm, with boxing glove claws pulled up from ocean floor. Strange yellow spider-like creature with four near black eyes and large bulbous claws has been pulled from the depths of the ocean off, I think it's Antarctica. Yes, Antarctica. I don't know why this article is acting the way it is. Never before seen animal is a sea spider, distant relative of horseshoe crabs and arachnids that live on the ocean floor, eat through a straw-like proboscis instead of a mouth, and breathe through their legs. Scientists have discovered more than 1,000 species of sea spiders all over the world. And here's what it looks like. Interesting, fascinating discovery. Now, what does it mean for other cryptids? It means there's hope. That's what it means. Hope. That's going to do it for this week. Well, thank you very much for tuning in. You guys are the heart of the show. I always say that, but I always mean it. And I'll continue to do as long as you guys want me to. I'm taking a few weeks off, so we'll be back in sometime in early January. Actually, we're going to have a short show next week on Monday, on Christmas Day, where I'm going to announce the Bigfoot Times 2023 Bigfooter of the Year on this channel. Now, I won't be the first to announce it, but I'll at least be the second to announce it. So that should be pretty fascinating. I have at least a dark horse candidate that I hope will win. But if it's another guy, that I also admire and read his book this year, I'll be happy with that too. So until then, y'all be good or be good at this. This is HBM's Crypto Corner.